Over the years, I've watched many classic films, but some movies reveal new details every time you revisit them. One film that surprised me the most was Lethal Weapon. The deeper I looked into its history, the more unusual stories I discovered behind the scenes. A darker ending almost happened. When audiences first met Martin Riggs, played by Mel Gibson, they saw a reckless detective barely holding himself together. But in the earliest screenplay written by Shane Black, Riggs was never meant to survive. The original story was far darker and ended with Riggs sacrificing his life during the final confrontation. Studios believed that ending would make future sequels impossible. Director Richard Donner even filmed alternate versions of the ending. After test screenings, audiences strongly preferred the version where Riggs lives. That single decision quietly changed the future of the entire franchise. The famous "too old" joke. Roger Murtaugh, played by Danny Glover, constantly repeats the line, "I'm too old for this." The line became one of the most recognizable catchphrases in action movie history. But here's the surprising detail: Glover was only 40 years old when filming began. The script celebrated Murtaugh's 50th birthday, so makeup artists added gray hair and subtle aging details. Audiences completely believed the character was near retirement, proving how powerful performance and storytelling can be. The fight training was real. Director Richard Donner wanted the film's action scenes to feel uncomfortable and realistic instead of flashy. Because of that, Mel Gibson trained intensely for weeks before filming began. The training included Brazilian jiu-jitsu techniques and other combat styles rarely seen in Hollywood films at the time. Gibson reportedly practiced several hours each day. The goal was simple: when the fights happened on screen, they should look like two exhausted men truly struggling rather than carefully choreographed performers. That rooftop scene was a practical stunt. One of the film's most memorable scenes shows Riggs handcuffing himself to a suicidal man before jumping from a building. In modern films, this might rely heavily on digital effects. In 1987, the production relied mostly on real stunt work. Professional stunt performers executed the fall using hidden safety equipment and breakaway cuffs designed to release mid-air. The scene remains impressive today because it was built with practical filmmaking rather than computer graphics. A tribute to a legendary stuntman. The film's closing credits include a dedication to stunt legend Dar Robinson. Robinson coordinated many of the dangerous sequences and doubled for Mel Gibson during several scenes. Throughout his career, he set numerous world records for high-fall stunts. Sadly, Robinson passed away shortly after production finished, and the filmmakers honored him in the final credits. His work helped make the action feel authentic and grounded.